Okay, today we will work on yesterday project, demo project. Okay, first of all we'll import it on IntelliJ. For that we need to just go on. We can click here, or you can open also here where I have yesterday project. I have inside the Java this demo. So select the folder and it will open it on IntelliJ. Okay, let it fix. It is loading. So today what I will teach is what is class, what is entities we'll learn, and we will make student and teacher classes from where we'll save that student and teacher record into the database, and we will fetch that record and we will show into our console. Okay, this is the thing I want to develop. So first of all, for that you need to go into the main repository, and what I placed yesterday into the pom.xml. Let me see. I have JPA, EMBC, and JPA. Okay, I have JPA, but not yet. I don't have MySQL driver, so I need that also. For that, what I need to do, just go into the Spring initializer here, and then go into the dependencies section, and you choose here what are the things I need. Data JPA already there, but I just want to do it again. Web, Spring Web, and MySQL. This MySQL driver that was missing earlier. So what I need to copy, I just need to copy this dependency section. I need to copy until the end, and I'll replace it with dependency section. I just replace over here. This is the dependency section, and I close it. Earlier there was no, I don't have earlier this MySQL driver. Now it is here. So what I will do next, refresh. It will refresh only this because I already have this earlier version. So green is shown only over here, which I updated just now. Now what I need to do is I need to make projects. Okay, where I will do here, I will just make one folder. Okay, name that as entity. I will place all these entities over here. Today I will make two entities. One is teacher and another is student. Teacher, don't ask it again, and another is student. Okay, these are the two file I just, and in student I just want to keep minimal information as possible, like student ID and name. I can keep long also or int, but for now I will keep long ID and private string name. I just want to give name, and I can make this as table. How can I do that? First of all, I need to, what this does is it automatically make table for me. If I write here entities, I can also give a table name. If I want the table name something like student, then I just can give it over here. And what are the else thing I can do? I can make getter and setter, but for now let's make this as id and generated value strategy type that I need. This help us to automatically generate the incremented value into our database. First of all, I will make getter and setter. For this I can go here. First of all, I make constructor, default constructor, and then I can make other constructor to generate constructor. Just I make name, and then those are the constructor. Now I need getter and setter. So what I have to do, same process, getter and setter. I need to get both, so I selected both. Yeah, I got getter and setter. This is setter because it has set, and this is getter because it has get. It helps to get data from the database, and it helps to set data into the database. Those are the work of these two. Okay, actually here it is an error because we need to here name. This is the way we give name, and in teacher section similarly is the same process. If I give entities, it automatically make table for us. We don't need to do manually. Okay, and then private id and name, and subject I just want to keep this 3. Okay, here what I need, same way, first I need id and then generation value, generation strategy generation type that identity. These are the 2 things we need to do. And now same process, we need to make constructor, default constructor. For default constructor, what I need to do, I need to place over here, and then it can give us default constructor. And then I need getter and setter. We can do this through Lombok also, but I prefer for now, I just want to do it manually. Okay, I just want this to, and then what I want is getter and setter also. We can do this so Lombok also, but I prefer this one. Okay, I have already created the entities, and if I run, then it will save data into the database, but I have to make the connection so that it will save into the database. Okay, so for that I need to go over here and give some default setting, which we usually do. You can copy and paste from net also. This thing, data source dot url equals to jdbc colon MySQL. If it is like yes to database, then you can give here yes to, but I'm using MySQL, so MySQL, and then the local host 360 3306. This is the SMS DB. Okay, if it doesn't work, we'll come over here also, and then everything is spring data source dot username equals to root data source dot password equals to root. What I am doing here, I'm just connecting into my MySQL. Okay, this which I downloaded earlier on. It has its local host here, you can say 3306, and it is root, username is root, and the password is also root. Okay, and this is the database name, but I have earlier on I placed SMS, so let me make another also. Just create a schema SMS underscore DB. This name must be same to that of this name. Okay, this two need to be same, otherwise it will not work and it will show an error. And what we can do is spring.dataSource dot this need to be place driver class name equals to give the name com.mysql.jdbc.driver. You just can copy and paste this later on. And another one is JPA. What this Hibernate, we are using Hibernate, so DDL-auto equals to update. Why this update? It will make the incremental changes updated. So here we place update. Later on we'll learn more about it, but for now what you need to remember that this is the database name, which need to be same to that of this name same, and then this is the username and this is the root. I have places the password also as root, so here root. Now you can see that here is no table, but after run this, what I get the table also. Let me see, let me show you also. Okay, this is running, then it will create two tables, one this and this, with name student and name teachers. Okay, these are the two tables that will come if there is not an error. Okay, you can see two tables are created. One is student, one other is student and teacher. Okay, here no data. Okay, what I need to, if you want to insert data, yeah, first of all I will insert data over here, and then this data I will fetch into this object, and then I will display over here. Okay, I will put data over here, and then I will fetch here into the class in this object, and then I will display over here. For that, what I need to do, I need to do object relationship model, but first let me insert the data over here. Insert into SMS db.student student, I have ID and name. Values, what are the values? 1 comma, okay, student name Rahul. John. If I run this, you can see let me see, not data is not inserted. Why? Because insert into here it is showing name. Why data is not inserting ID name? Okay, let me remove this. Insert into because I already placed this at auto increment, so it's showing us an error. Okay, similar goes here. What I need to do, insert into SMS db.teachers. What are the attributes? Name, comma, subject, values. I just want to keep here Rohit, comma, Java, and then keyword s O's. Okay, these are the two values. I just want to place it here. After I run this, yeah, it is running successfully. You can see, yeah, both table. I just want to display this into my this console. Okay, for that what I need to do, I need to first of all map, and then it will work. Okay, so that I need one repository where I will helps which help me to get the data from the database. Okay, for that I need one I need one package. I'll make one package. Okay, repository here I need two repository. One is student repository, and another is teacher repository. These are the two things I need. And what I need to do now, I need to just implement this into the JPA repository, extend JPA repository, so that it will bring the data and give it to me. What I have to do here, I have to write extend JPA repository. Okay, JPA repository, and I just have to give here values that I want. This is, since this is student, so I need to map student object. What is the type? Long. This and this need to be same. Okay, this what is written over here, we just put that over here. I've created the repository of students. Similarly, have to make it for teacher as well, teacher comma long. Okay, this also same, what long, this and this need to be same, otherwise it will not work. And now what I want this will bring the data and it will give to me. So what I want now, I just want to show it into my console. For that, what I need to make one runner, I will make new package, runner package I will make. Over there this will help me to load my data. Okay, so this is our loader. What this will do, it will bring the data from the database and give it to me. Okay, so this is the actual work of this. This will implement CommandLineRunner. What this does is, I just want to run the project from this to this. The work of this is given to this. Okay, so that I will give one method. So I will get this method which will run automatically during the first time only. It will run when our program start, it will run. So I need this, so it will override this, so I get that. So I use this, and actually I will have to make this component so that it will create a beam of this. Okay, it will make beam of this. now I will make this will create beam, but I need what constructor injection also. So I will inject this into my this components. Okay, for that what I need constructor injection. How we write constructor injection? We put final, okay, in constructor injection. So student repository, which I need, this help me to give data from the database. Okay, and private final teacher repository. What this does is, it will not change. If I put here final, it will not change. In future also it will not change. Okay, this is the actual work of this. And what I have to do now, I need to make this as constructor. Okay, constructor, I need, this is constructor injection. Now what I will do is, through this I just want to fetch the data. Okay, for that this will help me to give data from the database, and it will put in a list. Okay, so that I need, what I want now is, I want list. Okay, what this list does, it will contain all the list of student. Okay, we have 2 students into the database. So what this does is, it will keep the 2 student data into over here. Okay, when the data is over here, I can loop through this and I can get the whole data. For that what I need, I get built-in Hibernate function, which is find all. Okay, what this does is, it will take student repository dot find all. Okay, it will find the data that is over there. Okay, and let me also write for teacher also, teacher equals to teacher repository dot find all. it will go into the teacher repository, and this will automatically run select star from student student table, and this will run select star from teacher table. So it will get two data. Okay, now what I have to do is I have to run a loop, because I already got the data and I only want to run a loop so that I get the data into the student. Okay, student, okay, student table, where the data is here, copy and paste it over here. Okay, I just want to I'm looping through it so that I can get the data. Yes, out. Okay, first is ID, isn't it? ID. Here you can see first I have in student table I have ID, and then I have name. Okay, in teacher table I have name, ID and subject. Okay, so what I need in student table, ID equals to, we have to do plus, not get ID, and plus ID and then name plus yes dot get name. This will bring the name. Okay, and similarly I can also do that for teacher also. Teacher, let's place different name, teachers. This need to be same, this and this same, because we are looping through this. This bring all the data from the database and keep it over here, keep it over here. This bring all the database from the database and keep it over here. Here it goes here, and then this goes over here. Okay, and give us the data. The repository is bring the data. Okay, so okay, let's do our work. Yes, out ID t dot get ID, name t dot get name, what I have to give here, name and subject here. Subject equals to plus t dot get subject. Okay, these are the getter. It helps to bring the data from the database. We are not using here setter, but we are using getter. Okay, now let's say whether it bring the data from the database or not when I reload this program, because data is already into the database, so it must bring the data. Yeah, you can see name it brought, and then it also brought. Yeah, let me properly show you. You can just, here you can see name 1 2 Rahul, isn't it? ID 1 name Rahul, ID 2 name John, ID 1 name guess of teacher, Rohit teacher, subject Java, and then anything. You can also properly write this. You can do that. Okay, student ID is this, whose name is this. teacher ID is this, whose name is this, and teachers subject and TSCHS teachers this subject, first name is this and teacher this one. Okay, now if I reload this, it will bring the database data from the database. Okay, from the database, and then it will say student ID is 1 whose name is Rahul, student ID 2 whose name is John, one whose name is this and who teaches this. Okay, this is how okay, overall what I learned. Okay, what we learned. Okay, first of all, we need to make entities where we kept two classes, and these two classes we make them into the table. Okay, we can make classes into table by simply writing this, and this help to make it unique. And then this, there we get a lot of method. Okay, built-in function, like you can say find all, get reference, get by ID. Okay, find all this, so we don't have to write select star form. This all work is done by JPA. Okay, we also call it as hibernate. And so this two is done here, and then we just display the data over here, and this is constructor, and this is dependency injection. We call that as dependency injected over here. This data loader depends on these two. Okay, this is the overall output. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.